Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. My videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy. Because we're infinite love, we're infinite creation, we're infinite energy. This is who we are. The previous video got cut off, but that's okay. We were talking about love and who we are, the path. We're talking about the path. This is path. So let's talk about it again. It doesn't really matter. So you can always refer to the previous video to follow the sequence from the beginning. But if you just got started and this is the first video that you're watching, or you started with this one instead of the first one, it doesn't really matter. This video is about path, y.how/path. You can refer to it on YouTube, on Substack, and on the website. So I was talking about this this sentence, and it starts with purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. And it does, because we live to love and we love to live. Simple as that. We're a benevolent species. We're a benevolent race. We're a heart-based species. We're a love-based species. We're a heartful species. This is who we are. Why? Because of the human heartbeat. The human heartbeat generates the electromagnetic field, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation that gives us life in the first place. So the heartbeat comes from the heart, and we love with the hearts. So we live to love. It's our nature. We're a benevolent species. We're a heartful species. We love. This is what we do. We love our creations. You see, we make love. We have children. Our instinct is to love our children. We raise them, and the life cycle continues, because life is creation and creation is energy. And we're energy because of the electromagnetic field. So energy creates life. And we are life. So we love life. We're lifing. We love life. Why? Because we have a heart and we love with our hearts. And our hearts give us life in the first place with the heartbeat. So we are here to love. This is our purpose. We're a benevolent species. We are here to love. It's a choice, but we are here to love. It's the highest level of experience. If you want to have a beautiful life, which we all do because we live to love and we love to live, you need to have a purposeful life. And a purposeful life is a life of meaning. That's why purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. Because purpose is love. Because this is our purpose. You see, we exist to love because our heart is telling us, biologically speaking, we make love. We love our creation. It's just as it's the way it is. So let's talk about it. Because this is who we are. We're infinite compasses. We're infinite creators. We're infinite sundials. I talk about sundial all the time. So let's quickly start there. What's sundial? Sundial is when you open your eyes, your mind, and your heart, and you stare at the sun. You let the energy from the sun come straight into your body through the iris. And what does that do? Well, it supercharges your brain, it supercharges your heart, it supercharges you because we're energy. And it's called opening the portal. So you open the portal and then you build the bridge. And what's building the bridge? Well, building the bridge is this ability. So it's quantum entanglement, resonance field, heart electromagnetic field because of the human heartbeat gets in sync with the electromagnetic field of the sun itself. It's called quantum entanglement, pairment. It gets paired, peer-to-peer communication, if you want to think about it in terms of signals, receiving, sending. So it's this pairing that happens. It gets paired in sync. It gets synced with the human heart, the sun's electromagnetic field. And the brain also has its own electromagnetic field that's spherical, smaller than the heart's, because the heart powers the whole thing. But as a result, the brain also has its own electromagnetic field. So it's pairing the human heart's electromagnetic field, which is the human body's electromagnetic field, with the brain's electromagnetic field, as one paired in sync with the electromagnetic field of the sun. And that's called building the bridge. It's a human practice, is sun iris nexus. So you open the portal. And you open the portal by staring at the sun, which means you open your eyes, you open your mind, you open your heart, and let all that energy come in. So because we're sundials, you see, we're light spherical beings. Our electromagnetic field is spherical in nature. We're energy. So the sun is energy, is also spherical. So you see, it's all about creation. It's syncing creation itself. The sun and the human connected as one. It's called building the bridge, opening the portal. And this is what we do as sundials. You see, we dial. The sun is here and we dial with it. We just move with it. And, it's our circadian rhythm. We wake up with the sun. It's our nature. Why? Because it's the creator. We are light. We just in the flesh. We're biological creators, different scales of creation. The sun is astronomical creation. The earth, which also has its own electromagnetic field, is part of that. See, because we also get in sync with the electromagnetic field of the earth. It's called earthing, like grounding ourselves. So we in sync with it all the time. Human resonance, it's part of it. So, but opening the portal, is the life itself, creation itself coming through our eyes and supercharging our brains and our hearts. So let's start there with Sandal. Why? Because we spoke about the first sentence, which is purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. And why did I start with killing the ants with that? Because Sandal, because the next sentence is kill the ants, negative thoughts. So what is this? Kill the ants. Well, ants is automatic negative thoughts. It says your mind sometimes have these ants, has these negative thoughts, all these, and that happens as a result of life, because love is the highest frequency of creation, is the highest bandwidth, the resonance that your heart emits is creation itself, is love. But we also have the ability as creators to, because we have emotions, we're sentient, to also have lower frequencies, and these are fear, suffering, pain, and all these lower vibrations that are not constructive, they're not creative, they're destructive energy. And that's what negativity is, negative thoughts, you see. And negative thoughts are negative for a reason, because they're loaded with negative emotion. And the way this comes is through trauma, past experiences, previous experiences, events in our lives, fantasies and illusions outside our control or within our control that had an impact in our lives. And essentially, we have this static, this noise, this background noise, this friction in the back of our mind. It's called the unconscious mind, and it's just taking up space. It's like this low vibration, this inert thing, the shadow, we call it the shadow. It's there just pestering and doing nothing, because it's lifeless, it's not conscious, it's not self-aware, it's just this negativity that needs to be dealt with. It's repressed emotions, suppressed feelings, trauma, all these different things in our lives that are holding us back. Inaction is that. Fear paralyzes us. So is that. Killing the ants is the negative thoughts. And they come in the way of memories. You see, you have the event happens, and then it generates, a memory. And then that's why it's a fantasy, it's an illusion, because the event took place already, but the memory remains. And the memory is loaded with, as a negative thought, you see, with all this low charge, this destructive energy. So if you think about it fundamentally, what is the meaning of that? Well, the meaning of that is that we have a heart and we love with our heart. So when this memory comes, it's a fantasy, see, it's an illusion. Why is it an illusion? Because the event already took place. So we're just reliving it, we're recasting it, we're recalling it. So, but because it has a negative charge, then we are feeling the emotions again. The negativity, the ant. That's why we have to kill the ants. Why? Because they're holding us back. So we are energy, and we have all this destructive energy, this static, this friction, this background noise. They pestering us in the back of our minds, our conscious mind, shadows, with all these defense mechanisms. I've spoken about this at length. So how do we deal with it? With our love. You see, our heart, our love, higher frequency of creation. So when the negativity comes, the negative thought, the memory, the painful memory, the suffering, the trauma comes, we love it. We face it. That's why I started with Sandal, because you see, when you stare at the sun and open your heart, build the bridge by opening the portal, then what does that do? It supercharges our brains and it supercharges our heart. So what is the meaning of that? Well, when you get supercharged in your brain, the brain will bring up that memory, the painful memory, the most accessible painful memory that you can cope with. And it presents it in front of you, the illusion. This is the thing. This is the negative thought. This is the thing. The fear you have to conquer. It's right here. And we then, our heart, through Sandal, then has the ability to face that. We conquer it. We face it with a heart. And what's a heart? Love. And how do we do that? Well, self-love. We love ourselves, so we heal, we recover, we forgive, we accept, we are grateful for the experience, and we deload it. We take all the energy away because the negativity gets disintegrated, the shadow gets disintegrated, the fear gets disintegrated because of that, because love disintegrates the shadow, it disintegrates the fantasy, the illusion. Because if you think about it, if it's a painful memory, something like that is an illusion, right? No, it's not real anymore. It happened already, but it's still there. You recall it. And then the illusion comes. And if you don't address it, then that illusion is going to render fantasies. So you leave out the fantasies, you leave it up, and your life becomes a fantasy because it's based on this illusion that you're not addressing. But when you address it, the repression gets released, the suppression gets discharged. See, all this negativity, releasing, discharging, all this is energies, just letting go. And you let go through forgiveness, acceptance, gratitude, love, healing, recovery. And you do that with your love. You love yourself, so you allow yourself to forgive yourself, the emotion, the trauma. And that's how you kill the ants. You see, you stare at the sun, you open your heart, you open your mind, build a bridge, sundial, the memories start to pop in. And it's a stack. You address one of them at a time, each of them at a time. And then your heart heals, and then you move on, and until there is no negativity, and then you disintegrate the shadow. So it's only love and care and, gratefulness. You're grateful, it's gratitude. You appreciate the experience because it taught you many lessons. It showed you the way, who you are. And then that's it. That's how you kill the ants, you see? Because purpose does that. Because when you have a purpose and all these ants show up, why do you think the ants are showing up in the first place? Because your purpose, which is your why, your true self energy, your dream, is telling us we have a dream and we're going to get there. But in order for us to get to our dream, we need to kill the ants because it's negativity that is holding us back. Because we need to free up all that energy, that static, that friction, that noise in the background, the shadow. So we free up that energy so we can use it to take purposeful action. And by taking purposeful action, we manifest free will and we make our dreams come true through our true self energy guiding us. So that leads to the next idea, which is slay the dragons. And slay the dragons is this old concept, which means conquering fears. That's what it means, because negativity and thoughts of that nature, they essentially come from fear. It's fear-based. You see, it's the lowest vibration. Fear, love is the highest vibration of creation. It can be measured at the lab. Create is creation itself. But the lowest vibration is fear. Fear is destructive. Fear does nothing good. Fear paralyzes, destructs, destroys, does horrible things. You see, every time someone acts out of fear, nothing good comes out of it. So we ought to slay the dragons. Slay the dragon means conquer the fear. And obviously, that's what we do with our love. Love, conquers fear. Because the memory, the trauma, which is fear-based, is there. The event happening in the moment. If it's in your control as a memory, as an event, an object, a media, doing something to you and trying to, make you fearful, then your love is there. You love yourself, your resonance, your high energy, your high vibration deals with it. You're in control of your emotions. You don't let it affect it. And that's how you conquer, like in the moment, here and now. If something is happening live, then that's how you deal with it. But if it's a previous event, a trauma that's fear-based, then you have to love it, and you do that. Sundial allows us to do that, to heal, recover, forgive, accept, be grateful, move on. Use that fear as a mechanism to discharge it, to release it, all these emotions, all the suppressions, all the repression, feelings, anything gets released, gets dealt with, gets disintegrated. The shadow gets disintegrated, ceases to exist. The unconscious becomes conscious. It no longer controls you. Fear no longer controls you. So you slay the dragon in that way. So you free up all this energy, because fear holds up a lot of energy. Holds in action. Is all this low, very low, very low. So, and you can measure it at the lab. Fear can be measured at the lab, just like love, because it's an emotion state. It's destructive. So essentially, when you have that low vibration, that fear shows up, the dragon shows up, you conquer it, you slay the dragon, and that means you conquer the fear. That's all it means. And then that's it. Then you free up all this energy. It's like a big release. It's a big discharge. Poof! It's just like you enter a higher level of frequency automatically. You reach a new height, and that height is new, freed up energy. So you can use it now purposefully. And now, because that fear is making you stronger, because you faced it, you conquered it, then other fears, other things that come your way, you will be able to face them because you're stronger. Now you love more, you're more powerful, than the fear no longer controls you. And this is just a process. You see, your sundial, the memory starts to power in. And then remember, those are fantasies, illusions. Fear is an illusion, a memory, an event that we relieve. If we don't take action, it's going to render fantasies that make you inactive, and then you live fear in fantasies and all that, and your life is a life of fantasies and fear and stuff. But when you deal with it, then you're in control of it. So these fantasies, these illusions are rendered obsolete. You disintegrate them, you shatter them, right? We compass, we're infinite energy, we're vibration. That's what we do. We're light spherical beings. We shatter illusions, we render them obsolete. We shatter fantasies, we render them obsolete. This is what we do. We disintegrate them with our force field. Love disintegrates them. So, having said that, then you understand then that there's also these fantasies, these mediums, this media outside your control, projecting, casting, fear-based stuff. Dragons out there. So these dragons out there, as long as you're in control of yourself, they're not gonna have an impact on you. But if it's an event happening outside your control that's fear-based, then you ought to understand who you are, your purpose, your compass. Don't let it affect you, because you have a heart, you're brave, you're courageous. So you take the right action, so you conquer the fear. Or there's no even fear, because it's outside your control. You don't even case that person, that medium, the media, casting that, projecting that near your resonance field. And it doesn't really matter, because your heart is there. And love is a higher frequency than fear. So it doesn't really affect you. Which leads us to the next idea. See, that's why sundial is such an important concept, because it supercharges our brain so we can kill the ants, slay the dragons. We conquer the fears and negative thoughts with a heart, with a love, frequency, high vibration. You see? So then talk about the next idea, which is tame the wild horse. Taming the wild horse is this very ancient concept. Taming the wild horse, which is control the mind. You see, because in the end, all these fears, all these thoughts, they are processed in the mind. The heart deals with it, but the mind processes it. So all these negativities is in the way of memories, right? And the fears also, fantasies, illusions, memories, or events that form. So that all happens at the mind level, right? Through our senses, we observe, process it, and then the mind starts to, do its thing. If you don't understand that you are in control, which is control of the mind. So tame the wild horse is exactly that. Is you're taming your mind. The wild horse, the mind, if it's untamed, is wild. It's like, it's wild. Ants will rule, dragons will be there, you see? It's wild, it's untamed. But when you tame the mind, when you tame the wild horse, when you tame your mind, you control the mind, you control your mind, because you're in control of your mind, conscious self-awareness, right? You are in control of your mind, because it's yours, it's your mind. So you control it with your actions. See, with your actions. Purposeful daily action. That's why compass is so important, because as long as you remain purposeful, as long as you take purposeful daily action, as long as you follow your heart, you're in flow and you have a purposeful life, as long as you have a compass, understand that you're sundial, that you're an infinite eternal creator, and you're here to love, you live to love and you love to live. You understand these notions, who we are, fundamentally speaking, energy, creation, infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation, then you're going to be able to control your mind. Because the mind is in our control. It's our mind. So we control it, we tame the wild horse. And once we do that, what happens, figuratively speaking, like literally, beyond figurative speaking, I mean literally, what happens when you tame a wild horse? Look at what society has done. We tamed the horse and we built an incredible civilization worldwide. We roamed the earth. We literally, because that same idea applies to the human brain. If you tame your brain, if you control the mind, if you control your brain, you're in control of your mind, over your mind, then you're going to be able to what? Make your dreams come true, purposeful daily action, discipline, resilience, grit, all the things that are required, love-based energy, creation, purposeful daily action, purposeful flow, purposeful results, purposeful goals, purposeful life, purposeful energy, purposeful love. Everything becomes purposeful in your life because you understand that who you are. You're an infinite eternal creator, you're an infinite eternal compass, you're infinite eternal sundial. It's clear. We're light spherical beings. We are benevolent species. We are here to create, and we create with our love. So once you understand that, then that's it. You see, you are in control. You are riding your horse. You are riding your life. You're in control of your life. You have a purposeful life. No fantasy, no illusion outside your control or within your control would do anything to you, because you shatter fantasies and illusions, you render them obsolete, you disintegrate them, because we're energy, we're creation. This is who we are. So this is how it works. So now let's talk about the next sentence. Be purposeful on your path. Then again, the path. This is about the path. Killing the ants, slaying the dragons, taming the wild horse. And that's what makes life journey meaningful. Purpose. Be purposeful on your path. Because purpose is conscious energy, self-awareness, understanding who we are, identity, our true self in alignment with our purpose. Ideal management of our time and energy. So we take purposeful daily action. We use our why how as a recalibrating mechanism, establishing our bearings, recalibrating the mechanism, the compass, so we stay on true north. We arrive to our destination, make our dreams come true. We flow. Self-correcting. Always in flow with the heart, with our emotions, with our actions, body energy, mind energy, heart energy, true self energy guiding us. So it's just beautiful. Purpose-led strategy, flawless execution, the winning formula, and infinite learning formula all coming together, all the values, purposeful goals, who, why, how, what, when, where. It's just beautiful. It's just the way it is. And that would essentially mean you don't stop until the end. And what's the end? What end? Well, there's not end. So you never stop. Because we're infinite, you see? It's not end. Once you reach your destination, there will be new destinations. There will be new destinations. Because we're infinite. So once we arrive to our destination, our dream comes true. New dreams would form. We have a mind. We stare at the sun. We open the portal, we build the bridge. Our visions will be stronger. Once you start to make your dreams come true, our visions will be stronger. Our visions will be stronger. Our true self energy will be stronger. So our visions of our future destinations, our future dreams will be stronger. Our purposeful action will be stronger. So there's not such a thing as the end, because infinity is endless. There's no end to infinity. It's boundless, it's endless, it's limitless. It's forever. It's a forever journey. See, we're infinite. So don't stop until the end. Meaning, you will never stop. Because there's no end. It keeps going forever. infinite, because we're light spherical beings, we're spherical in nature, we're infinite. So purpose keeps you on the path. It does. It does. We stay on the path as a result of purpose. Purpose keeps you on the path because true self. It's the true self. You see, it guides us. And our true self wants us to get to a destination, our dreams to come true, our opportunities, our calling, our purposeful goals. And purpose is that. Purpose is that. It's high energy. It's true self energy. It's love. It's creation. Our purpose is to love. Remember, we live to love and we love to live purposeful lives. So purpose keeps us on the path. And what's the path? Creation. And we create with our hearts. Simple as that. And we are infinite, so we will create infinitely forever because there is no end. Purpose guides you through the choices you make. Of course it does. Because you're making purposeful choices. When you have free will, we all have free will. We manifest free will through purposeful daily action. And when our actions are being purposeful, we're not going to make actions that are not in alignment with our identity and our true self, because that goes against compass. It goes against who we are. We have a clear destination. We have a clear path, a clear way. So why would I deviate? Why would I waste my time and energy doing something that has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with my life journey, with my life purpose? When purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. So my life is meaningful. So why would I do something that brings no meaning to my life? That has no meaning whatsoever. It's a distraction. It's a fantasy. It's an illusion. Why would I even entertain it? Taming the wild horse. You see, control the mind. And fears and negativity, they do that. Fantasies and illusions. They wanna kind of derail things. See? But then again, purpose guides you through the choices you make. Because then again, we have free will. And free will is purposeful daily action. So we make choices because we're conscious and self-aware. So it's clear. You choose the right course of action always because you're on path. You're not wasting your time. And then again, it's a waste of energy. Why wasting your time? Why wasting your energy doing things that are not conductive? They're not gonna take you where you're supposed to go. So why then again, why wasting your time and your energy doing something that is meaningless? Because we're not here to be purposeless. We're not here to be meaningless. We are here to be meaningful, to be purposeful. So why wasting our time and our energy? Doesn't make any sense. There's no flow in there. It's just wasteful. So that's the why behind your how. The why behind your how is that. Why how is that? Recalibrating mechanism, self-correcting mechanism, establishing our bearings. Because when you apply why how, then you start to, clarify everything right away. And then all these distractions, all these wrong choices, purposeless, meaningless fantasies and illusions, they get dealt with immediately. You keep them in check like this. Why? Because that's just the way it is. Because we are infinite energy, infinite creation. We're compass. This is who we are. So I'm going to read this one more time. So purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. Kill the ants, negative thoughts. Slay the dragons, conquer fears. Tame the wild horse, control the mind. Be purposeful on your path. Don't stop until the end. Purpose keeps you on the path. Purpose guides you through the choices you make. The why behind your how. I'm going to read it one more time. Purpose makes your life's journey meaningful. Kill the ants, negative thoughts. Slay the dragons, conquer fears. Tame the wild horse, control the mind. Be purposeful on your path. Don't stop until the end. Purpose keeps you on the path. Purpose guides you through the choices you make. The why behind your how. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember who we are. We are a benevolent species. We're the human race. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. This is our nature. Heartful species. We love with our hearts. And our hearts gives us life. So we had to love. It's our instinct to live. It's our instinct to love. This is who we are. We're the citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're here to have purposeful lives, meaningful lives. Lives full of joy, fulfillment, and happiness. This is who we are. We're infinite eternal compasses. We're infinite eternal sundials. We're infinite eternal creators. This is who we are. We're the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We stare at the sun. We open our eyes, open our mind, open our hearts, supercharge our brains, supercharge our hearts, activate our genetic code structure so we can arrive to our destinations, make our dreams come true with our true self energy and purposeful daily action. We manifest free will. This is what we do through purposefully daily action. We shatter illusions and render them obsolete. We shatter fantasies and render them obsolete. That's what we do. We disintegrate the shadow. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might.